Oh, there's two.
Now approaching Vermont Avenue. This is Greek theater. Now approaching West Observatory Road and Mount Hollywood Drive. This is West Observatory Road and Mount Hollywood Drive.
Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is January 30, 2025, Friday. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it is, well, less than pleasing weather today. It's really cold, actually. It's a little colder up here. It's 54 degrees, but it's been cold we only had a few days of rain, but it's just been bloody cold, bitter cold. Looks like it's field day here because there were like 2 or 3 buses, a lot of kids unloading. Have a better place than the Griffith Observatory as a field trip at any age, honestly. It's a lot better when you're a little kid, but I think when you're a teenager and adolescent, you're not going to really pay too much attention or interest. All right, let's go inside and see how noisy it is. Everyone's going to be around the clock. never get tired of seeing this place. And as cloudy as it is, you really can't see too much of the interactive stuff that's involved with the daylight. And that way to the outside. Ooh, it's packed. There it is. $200-inch telescope.
My name is Ellie. I'm a museum guide here. Feel free to take as many photos and videos as you want. I just recommend turning off the flash because it just goes crazy. You know? It's all good. You're good. Yeah, but this is the Tesla coil. So it was invented in 1891 by Nikola Tesla, who is kind of generally known for being underrated for his achievements. So this is great. We're all here appreciating him. How it's going to work is I'm going to turn it on for around 10 seconds, like a few times, and in between I'll talk about what it is, why it's important, and you know why. And at the end, I'll take questions about the exhibit or anything else in the museum. So let's get started. And in 3, 2, 1. All right, so 2, 1.
We got to see it! Yay! Alright, now you know what this one is all about. And one more time. Actually, I wanted to concentrate more on the outdoors. You know, Griffith has been closed. I think it was closed for the whole time. It just opened up last week. I think Friday. But it had been closed because also there had been almost like I think 2 or 3 small fires that broke out down around the foot bases of the park and the observatory grounds because people were purposely setting small fires, and those people were actually homeless. So aside from this whole place going up, and the observatory is always looking to be victimized, that is to say people want to try to set fires up to here. So
so you are, here's the church, right? Let's turn this thing around like this.
there's downtown LA. And as always, even the Hollywood sign's always in threat. Everything up here is always in threat. So, or you think people are like all the firefighters and everything concentrating on the mountains or the particular areas that are burned, like Eaton and the Pacific Palisades way over down there. There's always a lot of patrolling and constant surveilling over here at the Hollywood. This whole area, the whole Hollywood Hills right here. You don't see it, but there is. It's a beautiful place to live, but there is a huge price to pay. It's just so cold. I have gloves, but it's kind of difficult. Oh shit! Difficult to see. There's a whole trail that'll take you all the way down to Ferndale Park. Charlie Turner Trailhead. Why, it's an honor. Thank you. So we're here. It's a good trail. So here's the Hollywood sign. There is a path, but it's like far from where we are. Now, we can get to there on basically a good day. It's just where'd the sign go? Oh, it's just beyond there. In Germany. 5,795 miles. That way. Okay. This is nice up here. Oh, this is an even better shot of the sign. Fire damage. See the trees? There's some people going down. They got this taped off over here. This is a great little respite. 'Tis wonderful. Let's see some more. Sad. Yeah, that's much better. Don't you think? And that's all the way in 10 times on this old Samsung Note 10. Still works. Not like I have a choice anyway. Can't afford anything else. It's a great little spot, isn't it? It's wonderful up here. It'd even be better if, it was like a nice sunny day and come over here and cool under the the trees and have picnic, have lunch. Hell yeah. It's a wonderful place. If we swing over, well, you get to see the east side. Oh, the east side. It's charming here. It's really, really nice. Great place to camp. The old water tower. See more people heading down that way. Yeah, see, you can from here walk to the sign. And now I don't know how close exactly they allow people anymore. I don't think very close. But you can get pretty close, enough to where the sign is like directly behind and above you, so you get a fantastic selfie or whatever. But yeah. You know, if the weather hadn't been so cold, and I'm admitting this, I would have loved to have been here earlier. We could have gotten pretty far up there. It's going back down toward the access. Oh, Scheisenberg. The tunnel is right under here. So when we came out, we were looking that way, and then we took a left up there. But we'll get up here. It's just, ooh, shit. Here's where we're coming up, and then down through the tunnel this way.
Yeah, but she was blind to it. That's why I thought it was wrong.
It is kind of funny seeing kids like fucking like Sam who are like cold turkey.
Observatory is not going up. Yeah, take the kids off the cliff. They're going. There's not much room with there.
I'm guaranteeing you, that up there is the Berlin forest.
Oh, priceless. And it's peaceful up here. All you hear is ever so slight sound of the vehicles, but nothing but birds. It's a little bit of a hazy day. I'm looking out to Culver City and Century City, I think. So the Palisades was just right over there yonder. And some actually up in here in the Hollywood Hills. So it was everywhere. And like I said, there were also the idiots that were trying to set this whole place, this whole mountain ablaze. And each and every case, not just even here, folks. It was nonstop. And I'd say maybe an average of one every hour and a half, 2 hours of a report of here in Orange County and Anaheim and Commerce. And I'm just setting an example that there were, in Orange there was, but even on the freeways, the underpasses, But that whole week and a half, like, it seemed like it wouldn't stop, because there's like, you go to work or you wake up in the morning and there's like 1 or 2 or 3 more blazes and stuff like that. So the homeless have been really just outdoing themselves. You know, it's quite sad because that contradicts so many of homeless advocates. Okay, well, if they're not mentally ill, then why are they setting fire to anything and everything, right? Oh, you know, they just need a place to live. And okay, well, if they're this fucking nuts outside, don't you think that it might just be a little more dangerous to put them in a building with people and families? That's why Housing First was great. For what it was. There weren't too many people that were like, whoo, out here. Chicago, New York, San Diego, and anywhere. Certainly not. I mean, it wasn't this rampant, right? Let's just say this. When I was homeless, it wasn't like this rampant. Every now and then, yeah, you know, squatters and everything, but homeless were homeless. Dare I say they were like, I don't know, safer? I don't know. I have no explanation whatsoever other than my experience being homeless and being around them, and being all over here in LA and everything, and experiencing other areas of homeless encampments or what have you. The last 4 years, holy cow, was just definitely an e-ticket to any culture, anything that had a dark side to it. It just went completely, I don't know if it was the fact that we were actually allowed to order alcohol and mail alcohol and purchase alcohol through everything during the past 4 years, because when the lockdowns came down, they said that they were doing, you know, you can't even go anywhere, but hey, you can get alcohol. Fuck. That doesn't make sense. No, it does, because at least you're going to keep them locked in, drugged up. That was another thing, the dispensaries. And I'm honestly, as one who imbibes, it wouldn't have been so bad. But the thing is, you know, alcohol and drugs, and you have to stay at home. Well, if there's issues in the home, 1 or 2 of the spouses is going to have problems. It's going to get a little too much on either one or both, and there's going to be problems, and usually it's going to be problems towards the female. And of course, as we learned, yeah, there was more domestic abuse and everything these last 4 years than I think any other time that we've ever had, honestly, because it was pretty fucked up. And then, as one that's experienced the whole drinking and everything with the kids and everything, yeah, you know, there's the children factor to that. That's, fuck, these kids, when they get older, something's gonna turn on them or just snap, but it's gonna be pretty crazy. And as one, like I said, I feel bad because my daughter had to witness my ex-wife and I drinking and stuff like that, so fuck, I just hope she has enough sense to not pick up or drink. I hope so. I can't reinforce that into her, because I don't even honestly think that my ex is doing a very good job of reinforcement, so, of anything, really. But I'm way out here. she made sure of that. So I guess I can't influence her, good or bad. In either way, in any case, be a lot better than what she's doing. That's LAFD. Keeping an eagle eye open. There's a great shot of the observatory from up higher vantage point. Hey, look, there's a coyote. True men don't kill coyotes. Do you know who that is? Oh, there's two. Hey, mister. Hey, I hope they don't see the guy over there with his back turned. There's a secondary one down there. That one's like... that guy's missing it. And he left. That was cool as fuck, right? If I'd have seen a third one, then I would have gotten a little more worried, because then there would have been a little bit of a pack. Yeah, he just went down that way. I was just tripping and getting a little worried for that guy, because that one was standing up top, eyeballing the guy with his back turned, and then giving eyeball signs to the one that was over here. Ooh, it's still so cold. I think it's like 1 o'clock, 1:30 at best. Yo, those coyotes were cool. Oh, it was cool to see. Kind of reminds me of up in this area, Altadena, Pasadena, the San Gabriels, Duarte, Monrovia, Arcadia. Those were the most, I guess there was a bright side to it in the sense, magical times during the lockdown, because no one was out. It took nature maybe a couple of days, and they're like, yo, the entire world is quiet. What's going on? You gotta realize that these animals that live by the freeways and heavy highways and everything, you know, they're sensitive to everything that we do, everything that man does. So for like, I'd say, my best guess, maybe for like the first 12 hours, 24 hours, they're like, it's quiet. Maybe it's safe to go out. Maybe they're gone. And they did. I saw packs of coyotes over in my area when I was living at the other house. Everything in nature. The birds were more active, more excited. Parrots were a lot more roaming around. It was so cool. Just more wildlife closer to residential areas and everything else. And I'm like, see, the only thing that nature really fears and has to fear is mankind. And that they'll get out together and fucking party and shit like that, like some sort of animal Pixar Fest zoo or something like that. They really don't fear each other. They have more respect for each other than we do for each other, human and nature. But that was cool. I'm like, every morning in the parking lot I just saw more coyotes and everything. And I think it was the mockingbirds during that time. But everything, even more bears. So certainly the one thing that benefited during the lockdown was nature, because man wasn't around roaming around. And they came out. Bears, even the peacocks were like all over Arcadia. Pooping a lot more. Alright, let's get back to civilization. Fuck. They keep patrolling up here. They have to, actually, so there's always a risk. Either nature or some human idiot. That is a wrap. Comments good or bad, please post. If not, email. Goodbye.